Okay, welcome back to the game of the day from the Mobixo District Challenge 2026. Okay, it was 23rd March. The game of the day was against Ragul Pillay and Mr. Timothy Kit. Anyway, you see on the thumbnail there. So, a very interesting game, beautiful game. Both players, Timothy was white. Okay, he started with e4. Okay, opening an okay move. Okay, oops, opening lines for the bishop and the queen. Okay, as you can see. So good initiative by Kate. Okay, cancel that. Now after Pide chooses to play c5, like planning to counter white here on d4 square. Uh, Also a possible opening. So now Kimutiket develops his knight. Very good. And prepare line for casting also. And also this knight is fighting for the center. Okay. So very good. Pile develops his piece also. Develop a knight. Excellent. So far so good both sides. Now Kit plays d4. Possible line in CCN. Fighting for the center there. And Pillay, candidate master Ragul Pillay chooses to capture the pawn, which is possible, which is okay. So pawn takes, knight takes, knight didn't take. Now, Kate not only develop his piece, but it pins this knight uh, from moving. So now this knight is immobilized. Pillay has to do something to defend it or counter. So well done, bishop d7. Pillay defend it. Now I think Kate cap. Okay, he continued develop his space. Very good. Bishop e3 because if white, if black threatening to capture, black like this pawn is this bishop is unprotected, so he can capture the bishop on d7, checking the black king here. So well done by Kate. Okay, so bishop e3, developing a piece and then defending the knight in the center. Okay, very good. So far, as you can see, guys, the masters are developing pieces. They are, how can I say, not moving a piece more down once in the opening, which isn't necessary. So well done. Philip g6, but oh la la, oh la la. Kate chooses to capture the knight on c6. I think which just like counters what I just said, because now he moves a piece more than once in the opening. This knight, the knight on d4, which wasn't necessary because it was defended. Okay, so he could have like keep on developing his piece, short casting, keeping the king safe, and so forth. Okay. So, however, he went for knight captures c6, and then PD captures with the pawn, helping him with the tempo there, and then bringing more pawn in the center. Okay, so that's like PD shows more of this mastery. Okay, very good. PD now Kate plays bishop on d3 square, which is possible. Is okay for me. It's like a dubious move because a better square would have been bishop c4. Okay, bishop c4. Like still activating this bishop. Like still keeping this bishop active in the game, eyeballing the f7 square on the king. Like it's more centralized basically. Okay, this bishop here is more centralized. So not a good move by Kate, but anyway, he won the game. So let's see together how it goes. It was just a recommendation, okay, to play better chess. Like such position can happen to any of you guys, any of us. Okay, so Just keeping you in mind that a better move in this case would have been bishop c4. So here Pillay continues with his development. Both side, um, and he not only continue with his development, but he completes his fianchetto. Guys, sometimes when you open this line here, it is highly recommend, okay, when you open this square, this space for the bishop, it is highly recommend you complete your fianchetto. Fianchetto means a bishop there on this diagonal, okay, on this square especially, okay, you complete it. That way you won't leave empty space. Sometimes, however, like your opponent is attacking you, you have to abort mission, okay, so it happens also sometimes, but it is always highly recommended to complete your fianchetto when necessary. So that's what Pide did, because like at first he was like, you see, he played he said g6 on move 6, but he didn't complete his fianchetto. He didn't complete his fianchetto. He captured the knight because Kate attacked his piece. So well done by Pide. You have to, sometimes the fianchetto has to hold, because just because it says complete fianchetto, you don't have to like go disregard your piece that's under attack. Okay, so perhaps that was Kate plans, to trick Pire into continuing completing his fianchetto. Completing your fianchetto doesn't have to be completely right now. Okay, can take time. So that's what Pire did. Sorry. So now let's continue. Bishop g7, completing his fianchetto, and then like fighting, like over this diagonal here. Okay, the h8, a1 diagonal. So very strong bishop here for black. But let's see how the game continues. Now, beautiful move by Kate, because this move, like, it's, how can I say it, not only block this pawn, like block the bishop from attacking this pawn that was on b3, b2 here, but it defend, it's create a defense. So well done by Kate. He defend the b2 pawn, and now makes the job of this bishop on g7 quite hard. Okay, but however, the bishop is still very strong there in the center, can walk along with his other pieces. So Pillow continues with, as you see guys, Pile is not moving more than a piece more than once in the opening, okay, unless necessary. So far so good, is just developing his pieces, okay, keep going to keep his king so safely. This is the key essential thing you need to know as a chess player, okay. If you don't develop pieces, you don't keep the king safe, okay, things won't be that good for you. So that's a key level you need to master. So now Kate short castling. Okay, well done. Going. We're moving the white king away from the center, because the center is it might be opening soon. Okay, the knight has become in the center also. He's like targeting the e4 pawn. Okay, so black short castling also, well done by Ragul Pillay, candidate master Ragul Pillay. And now Kate decided to bring his knight into the game very well. Okay, developing a piece, because like he has only two pieces developed. Okay, these two bishop and then the rook here. Okay, the king, but he has those three pieces there. Okay, so he needs more. You need to bring more pieces. So well done by Kate. Developing piece is just the exchange wasn't it wasn't at the right time. Okay, the exchange of the pieces there, just that was a little mistake in the beginning, but the game is still playable, as you can see. Knight d7. Okay, now Pillay pushes a pawn on c5. Okay, an interesting move. I don't know, maybe to prevent the bishop from coming to e4 square. I don't know, like I sense my grandmaster radar is coming on here. Okay, I think Pillay should like seize this opportunity, maybe activate the queen, with queen a5, and with the idea of followed by rook on a8 to b8, eyeballing the b2 square. So this queen there on a5 has the option of sorry, has the option of uh, going across the board here, on the h5 a5 rank. Okay, so compared to a8, there on a8 the queen is a bit passive. So just food for thought. Just sharing with you how masters thinks. Okay, but okay, still possible, still playable. Let's see how the game went. Now Kit saw something that I think Kit he did what I was suggesting for black. Though he's just activating his pieces. Okay, maybe planning something then and there, but it's now this knight is very well placed. Okay, it's no longer a knight that was sleeping. I was recommending, because this queen is like passive there, and Kit saw that in his position. This knight was quite, like, okay, it's there, but it's not doing much. Like, it can go to f3. It's protecting e4, but there on c4, it's beautiful, this position. Like, it's here, it's beautiful because now it's keeping an eye on the d6 square and even on the e5 square. Okay, two central square on black territory. Okay, so well done, Mr. Kid. That move is like, thumbs up. So okay, Pillay plays rook b8. Well done, Mr. Pillay. Okay, that's a very good move because it's attacking the b2 square. Okay, the knight is defending, but it's like, you need to, like what Pillay did right now. He has a half open file. He just activate his rook and attacking the, how can I say it, the b2 pawn. Okay, if this knight goes away, he can capture the pawn. Okay, so let's see. Now white plays e5, a very beautiful move by Mr. Kate, Timothy Kate, attacking the knight on f6, and even the pawn on d6, because the knight is also helping out with the attack. So like, this move is like, wow. Okay, black is forced to do something about it. Okay, even though like black is ahead of development, but white is able to come up with a very intriguing attack. Okay, however, here can see black played knight to d5. Okay, escaping from this attack, and then knight also throwing back a little punch at white. Okay, so Kate, he protect the pawn very good. That's what I have to do. Now Pillay, rather than taking the pawn on d6 with this pawn on e6 directly, which will lead into, like, he will lose a pawn, material disadvantage. Okay, Pillay captures the bishop on e3. A very beautiful move, and also attacking the king, so queen and the rook. So Kate is forced to do something about it. Okay, because one of his bishop is out of the board now. So let's see first this line together. If pawn takes, if Kate respond with pawn take, knight takes, so pawn takes, queen, and then rook takes, rook, rook can take. Both sides has two pieces, but I think kid will lead with the pawn. So yeah, this is very advantageous for white. It looks very advantageous for white because white not only have just a pawn up, but you will have a very good pawn structure with his pawn here. So I think it is an interesting variation. Here knight e3 instead of like after black played knight capture e3 here. He took with the knight. Okay, I wouldn't took with the knight if that was my move, but yeah, that's what he do. Knight take e3, but we are suggesting this line also. Knight pawn to the e7 is good, but if I didn't go for this pawn, I will probably take with this pawn. Why? If it was me, I'll probably take with this pawn. Okay, f capture e3 is because after I have this option as white take. Okay, um black, if black take the d6 pawn, white can take back. Okay, it's a will be a huge battle, but the point here why I will suggest white to take the pawn f capture e3 is because it allows white rook to come into the game. Hello, wake up guys. Okay, white rook comes into the game, and even the queen can also go into the attack on f3. Okay, I won't go to g4 g4 h5, but you get the point, you get the idea here. It gives activity, white. However, okay, knight capture e3. White has to be careful here because like if take white taking is interesting. You have to be careful because the bishop can discover attack. Okay, it will cost him. It might cost white the pawn on his king side, but it's an interesting game. Okay, it will be an interesting battle basically because now white is attacking, targeting the f7 square, and black is launching an attack on the queen side and even on the king side. So it will be an interesting game. Complicated. You have to make sure it's risky. It will be risky for white, but it will be risky for black also. Not whiskey. It sounds like I said whiskey. Yeah, it will be risky for black also. So I wouldn't. It's possible, but the safest line was the one we said here earlier. After this one here, it looks like the d take e7 that will lead into, how can I say it? Should d take e7? Yeah, d take e7, knight take d1, e takes d8, rook, and yeah, white white still have the advantage in the center, but yeah, and his pawns intact. So that's like a safer line for white still have a pawn up and his pawn structure intact. Like black isn't attacking white, he taking some of his pieces, like this can disrupt your energy in a game. But however, let's continue to the game. After knight capture e3, okay, black took pawn. He plays, I mean, sorry, he kid plays knight d5. I wouldn't, like, he's ignoring his queen side here because that will cost him like a lot of pawns. Okay, so now, okay, I hope it's worth it because like maybe he has something in mind. But perhaps if I was white here, I would just like, rather than going for the pawn there, I would just like defend it with queen c2. Okay, allowing me time to bring the rook to the center. Okay, even if I have to double the rooks or something, okay, I will do it. Okay, That would have been interesting for white. I'd also find a way to lock this. Sorry. So find a way to lock this d6 weakness. Sorry, d6 weakness here for on black side. So yeah, I would like maybe even try and c4 later on. But yeah, Kate played knight d5. Black took. Candidate master Ragul Pillay capture rook b2. Rook e1. White played rook e1. I really don't like this rook right here in white camp. Okay, but I think if he plays here, down goes the pawn. So perhaps even queen c1 is possible. But that won't stop black. He will just play rook here. But white has to do something fast to try and get rid of the rook on b2. But I think this is what he's doing with rook e1. Sorry. So here black play bishop e6. Okay, knight goes away. Excellent. Timothy is not giving away this beautiful knight here in the center for without any advantage. Okay, well done. So here black played queen g5. Pili like attack the knight and attack, like also keeping an eye on the king. But is okay, his plan is to open line for the rook. That's why he allowed Kate to capture knight takes e6, and then he now both the rooks are very strong. Okay, on the white king, so king side. So wow. Okay, so he Kate has to defend, like try to get rid of the rook. Boom, under the pawn by Pire. Takes. Okay, attack. Bishop d4, excellent. Now queen e2. Kate is on a very passive mode because his plan like kind of dies off or something, and then he kind of missed some opportunities. But okay, it was blitzed. Some of it is he required deep calculation. Queen e2, defending the queen e2. Okay, there's no defend. Okay, so takes. Oh, threatening. Wow, it's like one move made. he on g2. That doesn't look good for Kit. But ironically, Kit has something else planned in mind. Boom. Queen e6 check. Now black plays rook f7. Okay, and discover attack the king with the bishop here on d4, and white plays king h1. Okay, black plays queen f6. White plays bishop c4. Very good. That's like the winning move. I saw that. I was there in the game. I saw that by Kit. It took him for quite a while, but I saw it within seconds. But okay, I wasn't playing. So bishop c4, queen takes, bishop take. It looks winning for Kit, but then I think Pide plays there. Instead of taking the rook, Kit just bring in another rook, which Pile, oh my god, he missed the checkmate with rook f1 checkmate. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but the game, it looks like a very intense game. Okay, I think now I know what happened. Because the game was intense, so Pide could have just take this rook on f8, f7, and like winning the game. Pide has these pawns, has an advantage. He's tried to push it in the game, but didn't, yeah, Pide didn't push, didn't go went far basically. Kate was able to bring his king and defend. So yeah, oh my God, these guys. But it was intense, like it was blitz, very intense. So he kid, but Pele didn't saw the checkmate, and the game went into some other direction. But it was a beautiful game. That's how far I was able to recall this game. Which is something, and then Timothy Gate end up winning the game in the end. So, but yeah, uh, I don't know. A very interesting game, very beautiful game by both players, But I hope you guys see how the masters play chess, like the level of mistake from the masters to, I won't say beginners, because a lot of chess players in Cheshires, their chess is quite good. Okay, it's like, but it lacks some sort of tuning in terms of chess mastery. Okay, maybe you are learning different things online. Okay, but it's not materializing in your game. But anyway, I'm here for you guys. Even here on those videos, YouTube videos, it's showing you like what you can do to improve your game. So I hope it's your choice. It's any chess player's choice. You choose like to whatever. If you see some tips there, you add it in your game. And improve your chess. But thank you, Mr. Kid. Thank you, Mr. Candidate Master Ragul Pillay. Beautiful games. It shows chess level of Shishas. It's improving. It shows chess mastery on both sides. Okay. There's room for improvement for everybody. But yeah, we'll see you in the next tournament, in the next chess competition, or whoever is in my class. I will see you soon, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm Benjamin Wao from the beautiful islands of Seychelles, your favorite chess coach. Bye for now. Ciao.